What is up, everybody? Welcome to another vlog. Thank you for tuning in. But today's vlog, I just want to kind of hit on a short topic, kind of something that's pretty interesting. We all know that electric vehicles are a thing of noun right now. It's happening now. It's nothing new. And then there's also been the different people, different companies trying to develop the whole idea or bring to life the idea of flying vehicles, flying cars. We know that the Jetsons was a huge kind of aspiration. If you're familiar with the Jetsons cartoon, this is huge aspiration as to like developing flying cars. Those two separate ideas were been around for a while, but now it's merging. So with that being said, I kind of want to bring something that you may not even heard of, and it's developed by the team of Jim Duchovny. He is the CEO of ALEF, and what they're doing is pretty awesome. So they started around 2018 of developing a car, but also an aircraft, VTOL, which is a vehicle takeoff and landing aircraft, and it allows the driver or the operator to not simply just drive the vehicle, but have the option to fly it as well. Now, there's multiple companies that are pretty much trying to perfect this. We know that they have wheels, they have the ability to fly, but the thing is, what separates ALEF from other companies and other structural designs of the vehicle is that this one is able to actually be driven within a lane, meaning there are no wings, there are no obnoxious like propellers or turbines or anything of that sort. But the thing is, they needed the certification. They needed kind of to check some check boxes within the FAA, which is Federal Aviation Administration, and and they got that. They got pretty much the green light with them. So now they're looking forward to go ahead and really getting these actually available to the public. What would be available now, or what's kind of presented now, is known as the Model A. Is known as Model A. So Model A is kind of like, of course, the first run of things. We know it's kind of a considerable a cost, if you will, like pretty much to kind of get in line to get one of these is like 300-something thousand, which we know is usually gonna happen with production of stuff like this. It's considerably, a lot of money. The range of it, driving wise, is around 200 miles. About 200 miles now. When flying it gets around half that, which is about 110 miles of range, which is pretty good. Now the bump in the road comes with their next phase of certification, it comes from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. They are working to get the green light from them as well, to then be able to really take the next step forward. And so the goal would be around, it's stated about 2025 is to have the Model Z available. Now the Model A is capable of holding up to 2 people max within the driving area, but the Model Z is around 4 to 6 occupants. This one will have about 300 miles of flying range and 200 miles of driving, so it kind of flipped in the aspect of which mode you would like to be in. But as far as the structure of the car structure of the aircraft is quite interesting. So we know that the top of vehicles, from the hood to the top to the trunk area, is all it's all metal or fiberglass, what we have today. But in the case of ALEF, this vehicle, this aircraft, it has a mesh top, and that kind of like seemed a little weird, because it's like you're thinking, first thing I thought about was structural integrity. I'm thinking about like what happens if you have crash, like I'm thinking about like all those type of things. And then how does that help with flight? So the mesh aspect of it, which is only at the top, comes into play where there's propellers, or there's like propellers in the kind of the area where the wheels would be near that area. And because it's a mesh top, air is able to be pulled downward and used as propulsion, able to lift vertically, go straight up. And the driver and the occupants are kind of in the spherical little ball, so to speak, in the middle of this, in the middle of the aircraft. So it kind of gives you the picture of I don't know if you guys ever seen Star Wars, but kind of those awkward shaped aircrafts where, let's say if this is the aircraft or the car or ALEF, the individuals would be kind of where my knuckle is, like in the middle, in the center. And when you decide to take off, you would be in here, or the drivers would be here, and it would pivot, and the vehicle would then kind of like fold like, or turn like this and drop forward. You know, not the most spectacular way to lift off, not the most fancy. Some people would probably think of a different way of taking off, but I mean, it's definitely something. It's definitely a start. But the vehicle itself also isn't like the most outrageously nice thing on the market. I mean, when we think about nice cars, you can think about the Ferraris. It's easy to think about the Lamborghinis, the designs, the Koenigsegg, Bugatti, Pagani. You think about the high dollar vehicles because, you know, not only their performance, but the very sheer design and the purpose of why they were designed. Where this one, you know, it has an interesting look. You know, if you're in the car community, if you're a JDM boy, or if you're American muscle guy, whatever, doesn't really matter. You know your look. You know how you would design a car. You know the way you want it to look. I can honestly say and speak on the behalf of at least 90% and say that that vehicle is not, or aircraft is not really something we all probably would come up with. It's just not. But I understand that this aircraft is not just a car. But I'm also eager. One thing I will say this. I'm eager to see, you know, how this thing plays out in the car culture, in the car community. I mean, I know that this is still the beginning stages of aircrafts / cars, but I mean, will we see them in car meets? Will we see them special features? For example, I went to one a while ago, car meet, not a big deal, but they had a Bugatti Chiron or Veyron hauled in on an 18-wheeler. Like, I mean, could this be one like where they display it for everyone to kind of see, to get, you know, to be in the know about aircrafts are now, or cars are now aircrafts, and they're available. You know, I'm already thinking ahead to see like how this kind of plays out with the car community. But you know, I know it's in the beginning stages, and it is pretty much, I mean, it's awesome. I mean, I can't take away anything. I don't really have anything negative to say, because first of all, I couldn't have come up with it myself. But it seems like Jim, the CEO, and his team have already really begun since 2018 to pretty much try to perfect this. And apparently the Model Z is supposed to be around $30,000, $30 to $35,000, somewhere near there to be able to get. So, you know, it seems like they're trying to make it affordable. I don't know if things could change. Things could go a different route with it. But before I end this vlog, I just want to let you know that I will have the video and the website linked, and then you can check it out for yourself. I know I missed a lot of information and probably misquoted or some things, but I don't care. Just feel free to check out the link for yourself. And yeah, so that's kind of the end of this vlog. I just kind of want to let you guys know what's been happening. If you don't know, now you know. But see you guys in the next vlog. Thank you so much for tuning in. See y'all. Peace.